Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking on the Dreaded D-Rose report. I got so much news, I'm going to do, if I don't get it caught up tomorrow, I'll do a two-parter again. Hey, TNA posted a video previewing tonight's Last Man Standing match between Mick Foley and Kurt Angle. Kind of odd. Kurt Angle took to Twitter and commented about the reports he was unhappy with Abyss dropping him on his head, which I would be too. On their match last week at Impact, he says, "The false rumors about Abyss dropping me on my head are untrue." He wrote to the sites that wrote about it, "It's untrue. I didn't write about it, I just told you about it." There was some snickering amongst the TNA locker room over the company's president, Dixie Carter, being made to look silly during a September 16th episode of Impact. I kind of remember that, but forgot what the whole deal was. But it says Eric Bischoff announced during the show that there would be a three-way match for the vacant the World Heavyweight Title Championship at Bound for Glory. However, Dixie overruled him by announcing that a no-surrender rematch will be between Jeff Hardy and Kurt Angle to be determined which superstar would face Mr. Anderson at the pay-per-view. Anyway, the singles match concluded with a no decision, thus setting up a three-way bout for Bound for Glory. And it says here, they're making her look bad. She doesn't even realize it, says a TNA source. Another company insider pondered whether creative intentionally made Carter look bad, or if they too are clueless that they don't even realize it. AJ Styles of Velvet Sky appeared on behalf of TNA Wrestling and Tom Snacks at the NACS conference for convenience stores industry in Atlanta. They introduced to the industry executives a promotion slated to be launched in December 2010. That's going to be featured top TNA stars on packaging from Tom Snacks' thick and bold line of chips and snacks, which I don't know whether they don't carry them where we're at or not. But anyway, there's a video on it. Hulk Hogan, he was hospitalized Thursday morning in Florida after experiencing excruciating pain just one day following his back surgery. TNA.com reports that Hogan, who was recently re-injured his back collecting seashells of all things, underwent back surgery yesterday to have a spinal cord stimulator inserted. He was released from the hospital late last night, but was readmitted. He had readmitted himself this morning because he was still in excruciating pain. Could it be from the surgery? Probably. According to a TMZ insider, Hogan was upbeat about the surgical procedure before returning to the hospital. TNA Wrestling has reportedly re-signed Team 3D. I know you guys were worried and upset and couldn't sleep at night, but no, they've re-signed them. Brother Devon and Brother Ray to new contracts, and it's said that the duo agreed to new contracts with the organization shortly before their appearance on last week's Northeastern House show loop. There was even strong talk of the splitting the pair upon the return to television, but Devon working as a babyface and Ray working as a heel. Should the change occur, both will become single wrestlers. Duh. The duo is expected to return to TNA programming during tonight's live Impact broadcast. Remember, live. So we can't give you spoilers on here, and let's see if the ratings go up. I'm really kind of curious whether we spoil the ratings. Maybe that's why they call them spoiled. A lot of people just listen to us and don't watch. We'll find out. TNA Wrestling will be holding several events over the next few days besides Bound for Glory pay-per-view Sunday at Daytona Beach Ocean Center. For a complete schedule, check online. There was TNA President Dixie Carter's birthday the other day. She turned 46. Ooh, that's a nice 46 too. It's reported earlier, I was getting ready to say something, anyway. It reported earlier that, is the word MILF ring a bell? It was reported earlier that Kurt Angle was upset with Abyss about dropping him on his head and all that stuff and Impact. Add to further details, Angle leaped off the top of the cage and Abyss attempted to perform the black hole slam. However, Abyss dropped Angle awkwardly on his back during the sequence. While Angle wasn't super hot of this, he was very concerned with his own safety. Anyway, we'll hang on a second. I'm right in the middle. Well, I'll let it go. WWE is going to be releasing the Best of Raw 2010 on January 25th, by the way, next year. Not the year after. Team Raw versus Team SmackDown match at Bragging Rights may turn to a three-way match with John Cena leading the Nexus members. Televisa in Mexico has confirmed that WWE signed AAA star Alex Kozlov to a developmental deal. Kozlov last worked for a tryout match in WWE back in August, losing to Alberto Del Rio. It was reported a few months back that Kozlov may start with WWE at the end of the year or early 2011. Hang on a second. Alright, I'm back. With a gun in my mouth. Matches for tonight's WWE Superstars and WGN includes the Hart Dynasty versus Usos, which haven't they done that over and over and over? Of course, I think they're getting ready to break up the Dynasty. So anyway, Chris Masters taking on Vance Archer, Darren Young versus William Regal. Batista is in talks with Japan IGF Pro Wrestling Promotion about working their December 3rd show in Sumo Hall. If they can agree on terms, Batista is going to be facing Satoshi, I don't know, some Japanese guy. A match with Sheamus versus Undertaker still on the top pick for WrestleMania 27 in Atlanta, but the match with Taker versus Cena as the main event was still discussed in the past, so we don't know. Just speculating. Tonight's TNA Impact and Reaction will air live from Orlando Impact Zone. The following matches so far have been confirmed, I guess. And there's heavily rumors that Mickie James is going to be there. So we'll see. And we're supposed to find out what Dixie Carter's big changes are. And like I said, Team 3D. Mick Foley versus Flair in the Last Man Standing match. There's going to be a 20-man, $100,000 Battle Royal Gauntlet. And the Shore debuts. Oh, we're waiting on that too. Angelina Love and Velvet Sky versus Tara and Madison Rayne, with the winners receiving the Beautiful People's Rights. WWE, by the way, shipped 257,000 video units in the month of August for a total gross of $3,341,000. In comparison to the same month in 2009, saw 152,000 units shipped and 1.9 million in unit sales. So they went up, in unit sales because we're getting, we're getting tired of watching the new WWE. We're going back to the old one. So until you change, your ratings are going to stay where it's at, or maybe even lower. WWE website had 13 million visitors in August, up from 13 million in 2009. The website averaged about 700 orders, up 613 per day in the same month of 2009. Current DVD being planned for 2011 is the 100 Craziest Moments, Best of WCW Nitro, which may not be too bad, History of DX, haven't they done that to death? History of United States title, and a set on the Divas. Thank you. Superstar DVD sets planned for next year is going to be Randy Orton, Big Show, Goldust, Lawler, and Ray the Hammer Valentine. Kind of good. And it's expected that Bret Hart's will play a big part on the go-home edition of Raw's Bragging Rights, October 18th, I guess. And it's from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, at the Pink Grove Saddle Dome. Bret is being advertised for that Raw event. And CM Punk was originally scheduled to do commentary with Michael Cole, Josh Matthews on the final NXT on Sci-Fi episode last week, but was pulled while Punk had lost his stable. He's been losing cleanly lately, and it's said that he is in no danger with the company, but they have nothing going for him right now. That's not good. Hey, I'm about off of here, about out of time. Thanks for clicking. I'll try and do maybe a couple of reports tomorrow. I gotta go.